Looks like most of the track prep completed. We'll get on in just a few minutes with our opening ceremonies here tonight. Make-A-Wish night here at River City Speedway. Two big main events, $3,000 to win for the mods, $2,000 to win for the street stocks.
All right, as the flag is secured, I'd like to ask that you'd please rise if you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we have the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, held the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to Speedway Fire and Rescue and Grumpy's Towing for presenting our nation's colors here today at River City. Send it on down trackside to Thunder.
Hey guys, my name's Thunder. Welcome to River City Speedway. We have a big night ahead of us tonight. By the way, I'm one of the announcers. Charles is up in the booth with me. Hey Charles, what do we have on the card tonight?
I don't know, a couple races. Here at Make-A-Wish night, we have our Driveline Service of Portland Modifieds, $3,000 to win. Our Cornerstone Cafe Family Fun RV Street Stocks, $2,000 to win. River City is really excited to have those two races here tonight. Also involved, the Esport Racing Sportsman, the Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks, and the Tuners. Am I missing something else? Do I got it all?
All right. A couple things before we get started. First off, you can see the big yellow line here. When the grass, it cuts off. But if you're close enough to touch this black fence, you are too close. Please stay back, away from the fence, away from the lines. While it hasn't happened, if anything bad happens, we want everyone to be as far away as possible. We built these grandstands for a reason, so please use the grandstands. There's also no smoking or vaping at the grandstands. If you need to do so, please do so behind the grandstands or in the designated smoking area. There's also no alcohol allowed beyond this point. You can see a big old sign that says no alcohol beyond this point. Please respect that and stay back. Tom Egan Photos over here. He's taking pictures. You can check out his website, tomeganphoto.com, or his Facebook page. He's got the best photos, and I've been hounding him to get pictures of me for a long time. So, right? So on that note, you guys ready to go racing? Okay, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try this closer to the middle. All right, Make-A-Wish night, race for the wish. $3,000 to win modified, $2,000 to win street stocks. I'm excited. Are you guys excited to go racing?
All right, race fans, thank you very much. And we really want to thank the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the race sponsors that have came through here tonight to help us, including Checkered Flag Asphalt, Hillsboro Midas, All In Property, thank you. Reliable Transmission, Reed's Automotive, Corpella Maritime Solutions, Cedarscapes LLC, Landis Brothers Racing, Knucklebuster Machine, Mountain View Plumbing, Courage Graphics, Perfection Automotive, Willie's Performance, and Conrad Lumber. The generosity is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much to those wonderful sponsors helping out tonight here at Make-A-Wish night here at River City Speedway. What's this V8 demolition derby thing I'm seeing over here? What is that?
Oh, yeah, big old posters I need to put up.
Yeah.
V8 Demolition Derby, September
If I'm the only
6th.
one that can see it, that's not good.
I don't have any tape. I was going to put it up all over
I
the
don't
place.
have any tape.
I'll put tape up next time.
All right.
Or you could bring tape
Yeah,
next
V8
time.
Demolition Derby on
September
Sunday,
6th.
September 6th.
Part of our 2-day show. Our next show is going to be in 2 weeks for our back to school night. You might have heard us talking about it before. Every kid that walks in should get a free backpack with school supplies, and any extras are donated to local schools. Again, tonight's Make-A-Wish night. Please make sure to stop one of the Make-A-Wish volunteers over here. You'll see them with the helmet collecting donations. There's a 50-50 raffle going and some raffles at the table at the... And make sure, check out by the gate, they have a table as well. No, sorry, there's a correction to make, right?
Make-A-Wish, Oregon.
Make-A-Wish, Oregon. And you might have noticed the flag was put to half-mast in memory of Jason Reed, who was a sprint car driver at Elma. His life was accidentally taken in a accident while driving his truck. We're just waiting for cars and staging to get up, everyone to get lined up and ready to go. We will be underway in just a moment.
All right, the race order here tonight will be our Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks come out first for their heat races. Then up next will be the Street Stocks, the Cornerstone Cafe in Rainier. Wonderful joint. You need to go there. They got killer pancakes, among other things, at Cornerstone Cafe in Rainier. And our Family Fun RV.
They're right up the road.
Yeah, Family Fun RV, the lot was empty. It's like, what's going on? Well, they have a big show out on Sylvie's Island. So they took all of their inventory out to Sylvie's Island.
After the street stocks, we'll have our tuner division, followed by our East Fork Racing Sportsman division, and finally our driveline services of Portland Modifieds. Which I hear Driveline Services of Portland is in the house. Hey, Driveline Services of Portland, you guys here? Oh, if I could hear that from the booth, that was awesome.
Did they? Okay, cool.
I just heard a scream coming out. I should have done that when I was out front.
It's over by Jubit's, I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. All I got to do is look it up on my phone. But
I think driveline.com actually takes you there. I think they got on top of that early.
okay. So tonight with the street stocks and the modifieds, we're gonna have B mains to get into the feature here tonight.
We have 22 modifieds signed up and 23 of the street stocks. All set to do battle on this Titan Technical quarter-mile clay oval.
All right, down in staging, lineups are getting set up for our Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks.
And it looks like we have the signal to bring them on up.
All right. Racing on a Saturday night here at River City Speedway, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much again for being here.
Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks on track, your lineup. The number 56 car of Terry Bailey, the 14 of Jacob Kelly, the 33 Dylan Knutson, the 23 of Chad Kuipers, the 8S of Alex Bozarth, the 61 of Mark Bell, the 03 of Brian England, and the 61X of Red Smith. This is the invert from what they qualified at.
All right, gridded up here. 2 by 2. We got 8 Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks to rumble for 8 laps. They'll be on starters orders right now. Green's in the air. Here we go. We're racing at River City Speedway on a Saturday night.
Uh-oh, a little tussling as 56 goes back through the field. Currently got Jacob Kelly up front with Chad Kuipers right behind him. 3 wide around the back. They stay going. Battle side by side right now. Mark Bell and Dylan Knutson. Red Smith trying to get past both of them. Looking towards the outside. Knutson is right there. Chad Kuiper's trying to make a pass for the lead. He looks on the inside of Jacob Kelly, who gets a little offset and keeps it going. About to be 3 wide into turn number 2 with the 61, 61X, and 33 61X comes out up front. Gets a little loose but keeps it going as Knutson has to steer it off the wall.
Good race up front between Chad Kuipers down on the low side and the 14 of Jacob Kelly on the high side. Kuipers with an advantage. They are side-by-side door handle through the apex on the west end.
And Kelly still holds on to the top position.
Man on the move, the 61X, the Reds water heater service machine of Red Smith.
Just 2 more laps left to go.
Kuipers way down on the low lane, trying to hold up. Smith with a dive to the inside. White flag in the air. One more time around to Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks. Red Smith with the move. Able to get to the lead off of the corner. Kuipers has spun. He's in the infield. He's coming out.
Checkered flag. And your finishing order, Red Smith, Jacob Kelly, Mark Bell, Brian England, Dylan Knutson, Alex Bozarth, Chad Kuipers, Terry Bailey. Terry Bailey finishing just on the lead lap, I believe. All right, next up we have our Family Fun RV and Cornerstone Cafe Street Stocks. Your order for the first Family Fun RV versus and Cornerstone Cafe Street Stock heat race is the 83 of Sean Cronk, the 8S Alex Bozarth, the 16 Shannon Collins, the 53L Bernie Lujan, the 117 of Mason Keeley, the 44 Kalen Farnes, the 9 Brad Corpella, and the 74 Andrew Langen.
All right, we'll get them gridded up 2 by 2. The first heat race for the Cornerstone Cafe Family Fun RV Street Stocks here tonight. $2,000 to win. Here later on for the main event. A good payday all the way through the field.
$150 to start the main event. All right. Lights are out. Green next time by, in the words of Bobby V. Second race of the night. First heat race for the Family Fun RV and Cornerstone Cafe Street Stocks. Green flag is out and we are racing. Oh, Lujan way on the outside, ends up having to back out.
Caught a little bit of the wall, did the 53 there. Able to soldier on now. We got a spinner right in front of the field. That is the 117, Mason Keeley.
Field avoids, and he's stopped, so we will go yellow.
One and done spin rule here in the heat races. You get the charge caution, you are off the racetrack. So
all right, next up we're going to get a first look at a Rainier Sound Authority California style restart. That puts the leader out front on their own. That's 83 of Sean Cronky. Second place, Shannon Collins gets to choose high or low.
got to get that lineup straightened up. It was a little messy. Goes back to the last completed green flag scored lap.
And we do go to the last completed last completed green flag lap, so 53L will go up one. Second place, Shannon Collins chooses inside, which puts the number 9 of Brad Corpella outside. 53L of Lujan inside. 74 of Andrew Langen outside. Followed by Bozarth and Farnes.
All right, looking for a Rainier Sound Authority restart. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. Shannon Collins down on that low side, driver out of Camas Valley, Oregon, trying to keep pace as Brad Corpella races on the outside in the 9 car. Right now it is Cronk, Corpella, Collins, Bernie Lujan, and a 74 of Andrew Langen battling for that 4th spot.
Andrew Langen used to race River City Speedway a long time ago, hasn't been out for a few years.
Up front, it is Sean Kroc, your race leader. In that Cedarscapes sponsored machine. Still a good battle for that second spot. Shannon Collins on the inside, Brad Corpella outside. Corpella with some traction in the
White
spot.
flag out.
White flag at start finish. Sean Kroc, your race leader. Collins and Corpella battling for that second spot. Off a corner number 4 to the checkers. It is Sean Kroc, your race winner. Brad Corpella second. Shannon Collins third. Andrew Langan fourth. And Bernie Lujan rounding out the top 5.
After them is Alex Bozarth, Caitlin Farnes, DNF4, Mason Keeley.
All righty, race number 2 for the street stocks.
Your lineup, the 71 of Ed Farnes, the 11-0 Gage 11-0, the 87 Mike Michelson, number 7 of Sean Fox, the 16W Dustin Wilkinson, the 21 of Eddie Farnes, and the 90T Don Thompson, followed by the 04 Joey Tardio, rounding out the field.
All right, the 8 cars have made their way side by side. It was all on a draw for the starting spots, and here we go. Ed Farnes down low. Gage Levino on the high side. It's Camaro and the big metric car. Gage Levino with some traction.
Wide for 5th between Dustin Wilkinson, Eddie Farnes, and Joey Tardio. All right, they're going on passing points here. So the winner of the Heat Race Plus, the top passer, gets locked in to the A feature. Challenge for the lead now from Sean Fox to Gage Levino. These two battled side by side for quite a while. Last race, Levino got loose for a second. He stays going and holds on to second. Same as he started. 71 gives a little rubbing.
And it's 3 wide into 3. Michelson, Farnes, and Levino. Farnes still holding the top side. It's 3 wide into 1. Passing points are a premium here. Michelson trying to take over the second spot. Meanwhile, up front, Sean Fox, your race leader. In the Northwest Competition Motorsports Heat Fork Racing, car number 7. And it is on for third right now. Dustin Wilkinson and the Landis Brothers Racing, car number 16 inside of Ed Farnes for second. Farnes battling on the outside. White flag in the air. Off of corner number 4 to the checkers, your heat race winner, Sean Fox. Second spot, Mike Michelson. Dustin Wilkinson, third.
Followed by Ed Farnes, Eddie Farnes, Joey Tardio, Gage Levino, Don Thompson.
That was a stacked heat race. for the street stocks. Sean Fox pulling off the heat race win.
More Cornerstone Cafe Family Fun RV Street Stocks. We have the number 77, call him the Bandit, Ryan Gillette. 45 is Tiana Wild. The 1W, Colin Weinberger. The 44H, Brad Hamer. The 69 of Aaron Bozarth. The 7J, Jameson Epping. The 23X, Andrew Olson.
Poor Andrew Olson had a really good hot lap session and finds himself starting at the back of the heat. Luck of the draw there. So that's good for him. He's got a fast car, can make up some ground here. Passing points very important here. All right, it's Ryan Gillette. To the outside is Tiana Wild out of Colville, Washington. Colin Weinberger driving car number 1 in the Schramm Brothers excavating car. Brad Hamer starts to the outside. Aaron Bozarth, Jameson Epping, and the aforementioned Andrew Olson starting shotgun in that 7th spot. He's got his work to do here in 8 laps. We'll see how many he can pick up. And Jeremy drops the hammer. Drivers have to be patient here. Oh, we got a spinner, and bam, we got hard contact. Andrew Olson loses a right side door and took a shot right in the left rear tire axle area.
And it sounds like 77, the cause of the caution. Contact with the 77 that caused 45 to go around and, well, the rest of it to happen.
All right, so Andrew Olson able to fire it back up, and he'll take it to his pit area, and they will get to work on that 23 car.
And the 23X confirmed did go back to their pits. They're going to see if they can make sure everything's all right and get it ready for the B main event.
Yeah, it'll be a B main tonight for Andrew Olson. Unfortunately, got a fast hot rod, but got caught up in the mess there.
All right, Rainier Sound Authority restart coming up. 45 of Tiana Wild. Your leader, followed by this 1W, Colin Weinberger, the 44H. Brad Hamer, the 69 Aaron Bozart, the 7J, Jameson Epping.
All right, green flag back in the air. Tiana Wild, your race leader, Colin Weinberger, running the high line. Brad Hamer is third. Weinberger able to get away. Weinberger, Tiana Wild, Brad Hamer, and now the 7 car of Epping will spin. And they're not able to get it going. And that'll cost him one and done. And
All right, coming to the green flag for another from another Rainier Sound Authority restart. Colin Weinberger, Tiana Wild, Brad Hamer, Aaron Bozarth. Green flag. Weinberger says this car was pulled out of the weeds recently. Was worried if it performed well or not, and I think it's performing pretty well. Colin Weinberger currently holding the top spot in the 1W. Passing points or not, that definitely put him on top.
all right, white flag will be in the air for Colin Weinberger. He was your quickest in practice this afternoon, and he's going to run this heat race by a half a length over Tiana Wild and Brad Hamer. Checkered flag in the air for Colin Weinberger. In this Colin Weinberger Racing Discount Race Car Parts Schramm Excavating car number 1. Tiana Wild, Fastlane Graphics. Finishing second. Or excuse me, Fastlane Automotive. Finishing second, Brad Hamer third. Is Ray's Spinners car number 44.
I'm going to put a little bit of water down for some dust management real quick.
Scheduled up next will be the Tuner Division, the Tuner Heat Race coming up. After that, the East Fork Racing Sportsman, and then we'll be on to our Drive Line Service of Portland Modified Heats coming up. Again, thank you, race fans, for being here tonight on this big night benefiting Make-A-Wish Oregon.
Race for Wish Night. Again, if you want to donate for the Make-A-Wish of Oregon, they'll be walking around with a helmet. You can drop cash straight into there. They'll have a 50-50 raffle going on. You'll see them with the sign, and there's the raffles up by the front gate. Make sure to stop by, check out what's there.
Lots of great prizes down there at the Make-A-Wish raffle. I have my eye on the barbecue stuff. Barbecue! I wonder why.
Gonna throw some shrimps on the bobby.
Yeah. All right.
Tuner's up on track right now. On track, we have the number 12 car of Dan McDonald, the 77 of Casey Lee, and the 18 of Jacob Hilsinger.
Next race up after this will be the East Fork Racing Sportsman. And then on to our modified heats or drive lane service of Portland. Modified heats coming up after that.
One goes sign on the track. We are going next time by. Green flag is in the air. Casey Lee holding on to lead. Had some problems last time out. Able to get the car back and going. Side by side are second and third, Dan McDonald and Jacob Hilsinger. Casey Lee still holding on to the lead. Leaving behind Dan McDonald and Jacob Hilsinger. White flag in the air one more time around the track. Hilsinger, your leader. Or sorry, Casey Lee, your leader. Hilsinger's third. Checkered flag is out. Your race winner is going to be the 77L of Casey Lee, followed by the 12, Dan McDonald, and the 18, Jacob Hilsinger. All right, next up we'll have our East Fork Racing Sportsman heat race. Your lineup, the number 7K of Kyla Fenter, driver from St. Helens, Oregon. Second place outside of her will be Deer Island's Clay Stiefbold in the 74. Addis Capoose. And the number 9 will be Mark Hill. Also from St. Helens, the number 1 car, Don West, will be outside row 2. Row 3 will be made up of Portland's David Weaver in the 22 car. And outside of him, the number 7 car from Rainier, Sean Fox. And your back row will be the 81 of Rainier's Ray Elwes. And rounding out the field from Deer Island, Oregon, the 07D, thus cleaner, Dan Smith. We're going to get them all gridded up and ready to go now that the little bit of moisture's packed back up. Want to go sign on the track. We're racing next time by your order, the 7K Kylie Fenter, the 74 Clay Stiefbold, your front row for your East Fork Racing Sportsman heat race. Green flag is in the air. Fenter swallowed up on the front stretch. Corpella, Stiefbold, West, and Weaver. Mark Hill will take the lead. Papadon West right on his tail. Sean Fox gonna start and park. Get right back into his modified, I assume. Mark Hill still holding on to the lead. Don West right on his inside. Stiefbold gets loose, keeps it going. Five laps down now. Papadon West, your leader, followed by Ray Ellis and Mark Hill. White flag in the air one more time around the track. Papadon West, your leader. And checkered in the air. Number 1, Papadon West will be your winner, followed by the 81 Ray Elvis, the 9 Mark Hill, 07D Dan Smith, 74 Clay Stiefbold, 22 David Weaver, 7 of Sean Fox, 7K Kylie Fenter, 7 of Sean Fox. Next up, we have our Driveline Services of Portland Modified, set for their first heat race. The heat race winner, as well as the passing points winner, the person with the most passing points, will be locked into the feature and into the redraw and scramble. The rest will be at the mercy of the passing points and be locked into the A feature. The top 12 will. Top 12 total, and the rest of them will be set to the B main event. So with 22 cars, I'll put a 10-car, 12-lap B main event. Assuming all cars are able to start. Your modifieds from Vancouver, Washington, the 7B10 of Braden Brookshire. Out of Rainier, Oregon on his outside, the 7 of Sean Fox. Inside of row number 2 is going to be the 6X car from Vancouver, Washington, Don Jenner. Outside of him from Maine, Washington, the 157 Ben Finno. Your row number 3 will be Oregon City's Jeff Lovell in the number 40 car. And Rainier, Oregon's 21 Jake Carpenter. On the inside of row number 4 from Colville, Washington, the 22K of BJ Wild. And rounding out the field, the 00 car, Vancouver, Washington's Terry Mason.
22 car, BJ Wild picking up a couple of big wins so far this season.
That is his second race in this car, though. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of stock car races, I believe. One to go, sign on the track. We're racing next time by your front row, the 7B10 Braden Brookshire, and the 7 of Sean Fox. Teammates, both East Fork Racing, Northwest Competition Motorsports, Brookshire Racing. Green flag is in the air.
Teammates on that front row, Braden Brookshire and Sean Fox. Don Jenner with a slide to the inside of Brookshire as Fox runs the high side for the race lead. Don Jenner now to the inside. Dead heat at the line. Jeff Lovell running in the third spot. Brookshire fourth, BJ Wild fifth, Jake Carpenter sixth right now. It's on for the race lead. Don Jenner down on the low side. Sean Fox on the high side. Jeff Lovell sticking a nose in there as he's looking to get inside of Don Jenner for the position. Carpenter around, and we've got some contact. Jake Carpenter goes around on the west end there, and he catches the 157 of Ben Finno. And Terry Mason Jr. in the Best Choice Auto Sales car 00, nowhere to go, kind of with a tail slap back there.
So 00 car able to continue. 21 is driving. My papers are falling over.
All right, 21, Jake Carpenter charged with the caution. He'll have to exit the racetrack in the K9 grooming car. The driver out of Rainier.
Well, at this racetrack is you have 1 charged caution in the heat race and 2 charged in the main event before you're sent off track. If you're sent off during the heat race, you just get a DNF. If you're sent off during the main event, you're done for the night. Lights out, green flag this time by Sean Fox, your leader, followed by Don Jenner, Jeff Lovell, your top 3.
Rainier Sound Authority restart. We're back underway. Lovell with the hustle job, trying to get past Don Jenner for second. Now BJ Wild with a move to the inside as he races side by side with Jeff Lovell for the third spot. Meanwhile, up front, race leader Sean Fox has his hands full with the 6 car of Don Jenner. Don Jenner will slap the wall with the tail a couple of times.
No real speed lost. He still holds on to second, waiting for any mistake from Sean Fox as he is right on his tail. Top 4, just about hand in hand.
Great side-by-side two-groove racing here at River City Speedway on this Saturday night. And Jeff Lovell's going to try to go 3 wide. He'll think better of it as BJ Wild now with a charge on the high side. And he'll make contact with the outside retaining wall, and not good for BJ Wild as that contact has slowed him. White flag has flown. White flag has flown. And bad for BJ Wild. That right front took a big time hit. Hopefully that's the extent of the damage for BJ Wild, but some soft parts up there in that right front. Going to need to make sure it's all good and straight, ready to go back. So that'll unfortunately drop BJ Wild to the B main here tonight.
All right, with that, white flag was thrown. Next flag usually ends the race. So that should default to last completed. Sounds like we're going green, white, checkered. Lights out this time by your lineup, the 7 of Sean Fox, the 6X Don Jenner, the 40 Jeff Lovell. Your top 3 coming to green this time at the flag stand on your Rainier Sound Authority. Restart for the Driveline Services of Portland Modifieds. Green flag is out.
Green, white, checkers here. Sean Fox, Don Jenner, Jeff Lovell. Now Braden Brookshire in the 4th spot, trying to get inside of Lovell for that 3rd spot up front. Fox will lead on the high side. Jenner down low. Fox will slide through corners 1 and 2. Carry that left front down the backstretch. Drop it down. Plant the car and come off corner number 4 to the heat race win. That's Sean Fox, Don Jenner, Jeff Lovell, Braden Brookshire, Terry Mason Jr., and the 157 of Ben Finot out of Meade, Washington. All right, pretty good heat race right there, ladies and gentlemen. Drive line service of Portland Modified. Drive line service specialists in drive shaft assemblies, parts and repair. Drive line service of Portland.
Our next heat race will be Amboy, Washington's Kenny Miller in the 57. Elma, Washington's Chaz Wilder in the 16. Number 15 car of Clyde White from Longview, Washington. The 6M, Matt Jenner from Vancouver, Washington. A lot of Washington here. The 7X car, Rainier, Oregon's Asher Fox. The 18X car, Corbett, Oregon's Colin Weinbarger. And rounding out the field from Lebanon, Oregon, in the 47, Carter Patterson.
All right, another good field of mods here for this heat. They're going to be going green off of corner number 4 on the Status Commando. Dropping the green.
Green flag is out, and we are racing.
Kenny Miller load. Chad Wilder up high. He'll drift up the racetrack. That opens the door for
Right now our 50-50 is at 1187 total. Make sure to stop by 50-50 raffle workers or volunteers. Green flag is out for the redo of our Driveline Services of Portland Modified Heat Race. 3 wide for third place. Couple cars together. Clyde White with the worst of it.
Oh, mommy, we got Clyde White and Colin Weinbarger together off of corner number 2. Field got stacked up, and unfortunately for Weinbarger, got into the left rear of Clyde White, and they are hooked together here right now.
It looked like 15 lost power, went through the field, and Weinbarger not able to avoid as Clyde White went to the infield.
Hard time getting this heat race going. So caution charge to the 18X of Colin Weinbarger. All right, complete restart again here. With trouble getting this one going. Heat.
All right, let's we're going green on a complete restart. Your lineup: 57 Kenny Miller, 16 Chaz Wilder, 15 Clyde White, 6M Matt Jenner, 7X Asher Fox, 47 Carter Patterson. And Clyde White barreling to the infield. So away from the race surface, we stay green.
Kenny Miller, your race leader. Matt Jenner is second. The 47 of Carter Patterson, third.
Patterson from the back all the way up to third already. It's good on some passing points. Patterson with 4 positions gained so far. Matt Jenner with 2 positions gained. And white flag is out one more time around the track for Kenny Miller in the 57 car.
Checker flag in the air, Kenny Miller. Matt Jenner, Carter Patterson.
And Chaz Wilder
Chad
and
Wilder
Asher
and
Fox.
Asher Fox, yeah. That is the finishing order of Drive-Line Service of Portland Modified Heat Race
Number 2.
number 2. Third heat race coming up.
Your lineup for heat race number 3 is going to be the 7A Rainier, Oregon's Austin Fox. The 58 from Woodland, Washington, Devin Reed. The number 90 car out of Rainier, Oregon, Cody Greer. The 41C Scappoose, Oregon's Cody Smith. The 44 from Yakima, Washington, Blair Shoemaker. The 5X from Lafayette, Oregon, David Day. And from Napa, Oregon, the 22, Dan Thompson.
All right. Austin Fox, Devin Reed, Cody Greer, Cody Smith, Blair Shoemaker, David Day, and the 22 of Dan Thompson. Devin Reed in the Reed's Automotive car number 58 out to the early lead. He slides up the racetrack a little bit. Austin Fox right there. Battle on for third as Cody Smith in the Oxbow Eric's Transmission Service Alliance Automotive car 41C holds third. David Day with a little foray into the infield. Meanwhile, up front, Devin Reed went way up the racetrack, and Austin Fox able to get some track position on him, and now they're side by side down into corner number 3 on the west end in the apex. Fox down low, Reed up high, going for the race lead. Oh man, too close to call at the line. Side by side, 2 group racing here at River City Speedway here in heat race number 3 for the Drive-Line Service of Portland Modifieds.
Blair Shoemaker currently with the most cars passed, 2 cars passed. Oh, Austin Fox looking to make the move for first.
Oh,
He's
man.
side by side.
What a great race up front. Oh, a inside out move, slider by Reed, trying to hold down the spot. Fox with some traction on the outside. White flag scheduled to come out at start finish. Austin Fox, your race leader, he'll take the white. Checkers in the air, race win to Austin Fox in the Northwest Competition Motorsports East Fork Racing car number 7, Black Betty, ahead of Devin Reed.
And most cars passed went to Blair Shoemaker with 44. Whether the position matches most points, I do not know.
All right.
Next up, we are at Trophy Dashes.
All right, scheduled next. Our dash is coming up. First one up, the Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks. They're not all up there.
We're taking just a second to get our redraw stuff figured out. Dashes will come in just a couple minutes. I want to thank our weekly track sponsors real quick. These include Wooly's Performance, Wigwam Tavern, David's Automotive, Reed's Automotive, The Poorhouse Tavern, Dahlgren's Builder Supply, Clean Services Northwest, Brim Tractor Supplies, Family Fun RV, Western Heating and Cooling, Sunshine Pizza, Skinny's Texaco, Les Schwab and St. Helens, Inroads Credit Union, Hudson Garbage Services, Rainier Sound Authority, Cornerstone Cafe, Columbia River Motorsports, The Green Lion, Pelham Cutting, Alliance Automotive and Exhaust, Perfection Automotive, Driveline Services of Portland, Trenholm Cattle Company, Wayne Martin Floor Covering, Sassat Home, Injector Masters, Linton Feed and Seed, Discount Race Car Parts, East Fork Racing, Grumpy's Towing, Scappoose Muffler, Speedway Fire and Rescue, TNR Performance, Digital Graffiti, Becky Bozart and Associates Cruise Planners, and Tom Egan Photo and TJ Productions for the live stream.
All right, thank you race fans for being here again tonight. And if you go to patronize one of our great sponsors, please, please, please tell them you saw them, heard them at River City Speedway. It's really important. If you don't do it, I'm going to be pissed. I don't know if I could say that, but
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
I'm not supposed to say that. Well, at
It's on
my
the internet
age, I
forever
really
now.
don't care. Ha ha ha. But I won't swear because I don't know most of the words.
Can't read that many letters in a row?
No, anything past 2 is tough these days.
Oh, that was a 5 and a 4. You can see a little powwow of them right now. Make-A-Wish of Oregon, standing right near the flag stand. Make sure to stop them. They got 50-50 raffle going. We also have the donation helmet, as well as the raffles by the front gate, if you want prizes that aren't cash. Huge thank you to Make-A-Wish of Oregon for helping make this night happen. A lot of volunteers in that crew. Everyone working for the good of the cause. Big thank you again to our sponsors for tonight, especially Checkered Flag Asphalt, Hillsboro Midas, All In Property, Reliable Transmission, Reed's Automotive, Corpella Maritime Solutions, Cedarscapes LLC, Landis Brothers Racing, Knucklebusters Machine, Mountain View Plumbing, Courage Graphics, Perfection Automotive, Wooly's Performance, and Conrad Lumber. Thank you to Make-A-Wish Oregon. We're coming out here. All right, 50-50 raffle. We're nearing last call. The current count, they still have more to count up. Current count is at 1187. We're going to be doing the drawing at intermission. So last call will be after the East Fork Racing Sportsman Trophy Dash. So make sure stop our Make-A-Wish Oregon volunteers. Make sure to grab your 50-50 raffle tickets. Last call's coming up. We're right around the $1,200 total mark right now. Still taking other donations and the raffle tickets at the front gate and at the pit area. So plenty of ways to give. I believe there's a website as well that you can give at. We have an ATM if you don't have cash right by the front gate. Make sure to stop by quickly. We don't want to tell you, sorry, you're too late for the 50-50 raffle, you know? And the Make-A-Wish crew helping volunteer for not only their own duties, but helping us with the grandstand safety, making sure that broken board does not get treaded on. Just paint a little snake on it. It says, "Don't tread on me." Oh, if you got your phones out, make sure to check us out on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook being our most prevalent. Look up River City Speedway. Should be the first to come up. If you're taking pictures, I see some selfies going around. Make sure to tag us, River City Speedway, on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. If you still want the information but not willing to go on social media, check us out on our new website, rivercityspeedwayor.com. That's rivercityspeedwayor, that stands for Oregon.com.
All right, so Thunder gave me all the information that's coming up on the Make-A-Wish Oregon 50-50 drawing. Sales will end after the Sportsman Dash, East Fork Racing Sportsman Dash. And we will draw that ticket near the end of intermission. Again, like to thank All In Property and Knucklebusters Machine, Dave and Jackie. Dave! And Jackie, thank you very much for your support here at River City Speedway on Make-A-Wish Oregon night.
I see some people getting in line for the 50-50 raffle. Make sure to get there quick. Hope we don't run out of tickets. I believe it's $1 for one ticket, $5 for six. Is that correct? It's a head nod. Is there a dollar number for like an arm span or something? 20? Okay, 20 for an arm span. That's a good deal right there. Make sure, stop them or wave them down if you don't want to go all the way down the stairs, you know. I get it's hard to go up and down for some people. We're getting ready to start our trophy dashes. Sounds like we're just getting everyone to staging. And all the redraws done and ready to go. They're doing that down by the lineup board by the old oak tree. Pure stocks up first. We have the numbers 61 of Mark Bell, the 8S of Alex Bozart, the 61X Red Smith.
And we're looking for, I think, Brian England in the 03, but right now, there he comes.
Just pulled onto the track.
Yeah, there we are. All right, Perfection Automotive Pure Stocks for their dash. Thanks to Mike and Pam Graham, Perfection Automotive, sponsoring the Pure Stocks here at River City Speedway again and forever. If you ever need anything, I'll give you Mike's phone number. He doesn't have a lot of cash, but he's got a lot of race car parts. I know that. All right.
Well, I mean, I think the service is the part that we're really after.
Yeah, I betcha.
And Jeremy Means, our starter. Green flag is out. This trophy dash is underway. Red Smith, a hard charge on the outside to take over second. And Red Smith taking over first place.
Red Smith, your race leader. Mark Bell running second. Bozarth and Brian England. White flag in the air for Red Smith.
Checkered flag is in the air. Your trophy dash winner, the 61 of Red Smith, or 61X rather, Red Smith.
Mark Bell second. Bozarth and England rounding out the 4 cars in that one.
And it sounds like we will be doing modified redraw at the front stretch.
All right, tuners scheduled up next. I see Dan McDonald moving towards the grid. Here comes Jacob Hilsinger, also moving towards the grid, so we'll have the tuners up for their dash coming right up. Okay, no dashes tonight for the, no 4-car dashes for the mods or the street stocks. They're going to get into a redraw for a scramble to determine their starting positions for tonight's main events. Both of our features here tonight scheduled for 40 big laps here at River City.
Sportsman getting 20, 15 for the tuners. Pure Stocks also scheduled for 20.
All right, turned out to be a nice day. It was a little, dust killing, drizzle, rain.
Don't say that word.
What? Rain, rain, rain. It rains here. But not in July or August.
Hopefully not September either. We got some big races coming up in September.
Oh, boy.
All right, one to go green is going to be the sign at start finish. On track, we have the number 12 car, Dan McDonald. Outside of him, the 77L, Casey Lee, and the 18, Jacob Hilsinger. Green flag in the air. We are 3 wide as Hilsinger tries to throw it down low. Dan McDonald's too far down, not able to work. Casey Lee still with the lead. Holding it out at turn number 4, 1 lap down. Casey Lee walking away from Dan McDonald and Jacob Hilsinger. Checkered flag is out, and your trophy dash winner is going to be the 77L of Casey Lee. Next up should be our East Fork Racing Sportsman Trophy Dash. Your field, the number 22, David Weaver, the 81, Ray Elvis, and the 07D, Dan Smith. Green flag is in the air. Weaver holding on to the top spot. Dan Smith going on the outside, trying to make a run. Dan Smith going way low, trying to hold Weaver down. So Smith may have position. Ray Elwes trying to follow through. Smith, Elwes, Weaver. Your new 1, 2, 3. Oh, I flag out. Checkered's in the air. We're going to do our trophy presentation for these drivers now while we work on getting our lineups and stuff ready for the scrambles for the modifieds, the Driveline Services Portland Modifieds, and the Family Fun RV Cornerstone Cafe Street Stocks.
I got to swing on the gate.
All right, I'm going to throw it down to my buddy Charles.
Oh, here we go again. Red Smith, he's going to lay it on me. Red, congratulations, another dash win here at River City Speedway, man. Great job.
Thank you. I'd like to thank my lovely girlfriend Jamie for putting up with all this monkey sense. And of course, I want to thank both my brothers. I couldn't race this hard without them doing all the lifting and heavy stuff for me. Thanks, John and Chris. And my co-driver and housemate, Mark Bell. I want to say thanks to him, too, because he always works on the boss's car first.
That a boy. One more for Red.
Sister Andra for always feeding me, even though I don't eat much on race day.
Yeah, he's just like that. Red Smith, your Perfection Automotive Pure Stock Trophy Dash winner. Casey, does this feel good or what? Does this feel good or what? You had some tough luck last time out. Turn around here. These are the people. Don't look at me. Look at these people.
It feels really good. Last time I was up here, it was Tracer's season.
And you had some tough luck last time out here, too.
Yeah, I broke a tie rod in the staging.
In staging. Yeah, there's no racing going on in staging. No. That's a bummer. Who do you got to thank for this?
I got A2W Instruction, Missy and Joe, Mom and Dad, Team TNR Performance, and that's it.
Okay, Casey, congratulations on the Trophy Dash win. All right, great job. Used to be at this racetrack, you started on the pole at the bottom, like a certain car that I know. You would run away with stuff. It's not that way anymore. That outside front row starting position, this high side of this racetrack, is where you want to be.
It's here. I want to thank my wife, my pit crew, Alliance Automotive, April Spotless Cleaning, Colzer Construction, DNS Light Truck Parts, Eric's Transmission, Citizen Storage. All you guys for coming out tonight for this Make-A-Wish and the Poorhouse.
All right. So you got to start at the back of the invert, and of course, Mr. Lucky here, it's only a 4, so you only have to start 5th. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, Dan. Congratulations on the East Fork Racing Sports Trophy Dash win.
Thank you. Good job, buddy. Thanks, bud.
We're working on our redraws and lineups. And everything ready for our scrambles for the Family Fun RV and Cornerstone Cafe street stocks, as well as the Driveline Services of Portland modifieds. I want to give a huge thank you to tonight's sponsors, including Checkered Flag Asphalt, Hillsboro Midas, All In Property, Reliable Transmission, Reed's Automotive, Corpella Maritime Solutions, Cedarscapes LLC, Landis Brothers Racing, Knucklebusters Machine, Mountain View Plumbing, Courage Graphics, Perfection Automotive, Woolies Performance, Conrad Lumber, and Make-A-Wish Oregon, especially for coming out here. Crew made up of a lot of volunteers. Well, we're already, I believe, done with the 50-50 raffle. There's still plenty of ways to give. Got plenty of ways still to give for Make-A-Wish Oregon. I believe they will still have that helmet going around. And to the best of my knowledge, the raffles are still going at the front gate. Even though we've stopped our 50-50, I believe we're at least $1,200 total. That is not the take-home. Take-home will be half. We'll be doing that towards the end of our intermission a little later on. While we have a second, you're invited to go down to Trackside Treats. Grab something to eat, grab something to drink. We also have our candy and merch shack right across from it, as well as the Wigwam Tavern providing our hard drinks. By the way, the redraw will be the number 83 car, the 7 car, the 1W, the number 9, the 87, and the 45 for the street stocks. And for mods will be the number 7, 57, 7A, 6, 47, and 4D4. Those are the cars for the redraw. Again, for street stocks, the number 83 car, the number 7 car, the 1W, the number 9, the 87, and the 45. And for the modifieds, the 7, 57, 7A, 6, 47, and 4D4.
See why we got a few minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, while that flag is at half staff here. I just want you to keep all of our wildland firefighters in your thoughts and your prayers as we battle major fires throughout the Pacific Northwest here, especially in our eastern regions. And just hats off to everyone on the lines, keeping our land safe and the people's homes and businesses and farms and ranches and livestock, wildlife. A tough job, and they're out there every day, morning, noon, and night. So I just ask that you keep them in your thoughts and prayers.
I'm just curious. Is it anyone's first time here? Anyone first time? Very nice. How about second time here? 2. Anyone's first year at least here? First season? Cool, cool. Making sure I'm not walking under a speaker to cause so much feedback. All right. Did you hear about us from family and friends? Okay. How about one of the parade things we've done? Anyone from social media? Okay, no one's heard about us apparently. Give the 3 options. What other way could you hear about us? Racing the banner. So it sounds like family and friends and marketing. Race car drivers, family and friends.
Tiny track in the middle. And I ran it for a year and a half and I went broke and the association took it over and they've made a pretty nice place out of it. And I get to use it. Yeah. I've done every job here except for lap checking because I'm dyslexic. I get in trouble. Yeah.
The trophy dashes end up with 40 laps instead of 4.
What I want to do is next year I'll be 80 years old and I want to race my car at least once when I'm 80 years old. And after that I'll retire.
Of course I'm checking mine. Hey, I got to interrupt. The winning 50-50 ticket was sold in the pits. And it's a collective groan from the stands. But you're raising money. It's an orange ticket. Number 586. 586. You've got 1 minute to get here. I'm just kidding. If you're in the pits, you're probably busy.
Better get unbusy.
Go down there and tell them number 586, and I can guarantee you it's not any of these.
I don't have a megaphone. I'm not going to ask everybody in person.
Yeah, you're going to hunt down there for number 586.
What's the take home? Do you have it?
$912. So the winning ticket they're going to circulate down in the pits and try to find the winner. And if you don't find the winner, I got a couple of 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. You get anywhere between 463 and 452. $912 for the 50-50. I want to thank everybody for participating in that 50-50 raffle for Make-A-Wish Oregon.
They're still taking donations. It looks like they were still taking tickets for the other raffles going on. So make sure there's still plenty of ways to give, plenty of ways to get back with the raffles. Not that that's the important part.
Thanks to our Make-A-Wish Oregon people and our Make-A-Wish race sponsors. Conrad Lumber, Willie's Performance, Perfection Automotive, Courage Graphics, Mountain View Plumbing, Knucklebusters Machine, Landis Brothers Racing, Cedarscapes LLC, Corpella Maritime Solutions, Reed's Automotive, Reliable Transmission, All In Property, Hillsboro Midas, and Checkered Flag Asphalt. Thank you, the shots.
All right, we are ready for our Cornerstone Cafe and Family Fun RV Street Stock Scramble. These are the top 3 finishers from the heat races and the top 3 in passing points. Your lineup, number 83 of Sean Kronk, the 1W of Colin Weinberger, the 9, Brad Corpella, the 87, Mike Michelson, the 45 of Tiana Wild, and the 7 of Sean Fox.
And what's the significance of this?
This will set up the top 6 position for the main event. For the main event, lights are out. We're going green flag racing at the flagger start.
How many laps?
6 cars, 6 laps.
Here we go.
Green flag is out and our scramble is underway. Colin Weinberger with an early lead. Two laps down, Colin Weinberger with the huge lead so far. Got about 4 or 5 car lengths between him and Sean Kronk. Sean Kronk with the challenge from Sean Fox. The battle of the Seans. Corpella's got his nose in the mix. 2 through 5 could fit under a blanket at this point. Getting a little bit dusty. Sean Fox still holding second. Brad Corpella challenging for third. Looks like he's got position over Sean Kronk. White flag is out one more time around. Colin Weinberger heading off the field. Tight race for third. Sean Kronk and Brad Corpella. Corpella has the position. Mike Michelson's going to see if he can make a move. Doesn't matter. Checkered flag is out. Your race winner, the 1W, Colin Weinberger. The 7, Sean Fox. 9, Brad Corpella. 83, Sean Kronk. 87, Mike Michelson. And 45 of BJ Wild will round out your field. That'll set your top 6 for the A main event. The next 6 are from their passing points positions, and the remaining 11 will go to a B main where the top 4 transfer to make it a 16-car feature.
For $3,000 to win, $150 just to start.
$2,000.
$2,000, sorry,
for
yeah,
the
for the
street
streets.
stocks.
You know, there you go. My first screw up of the day. You're supposed to laugh.
I laughed on the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Next up will be the Driveline Services of Portland Modified Scramble. Your lineup, the 4D4 of Blair Shoemaker, the 7-car Sean Fox, the 6X Don Jenner, the 47 Carter Patterson, the 7A Austin Fox, and the 57 of Kenny Miller. Reason we had to wait between these two was because Sean Fox was running, or is running, double duty.
Yeah, he is.
At least double. I don't know if he's running his street stock with the Sportsman. He could be doing triple duty.
Yeah, he is. All right, here we go. It is Shoemaker and Fox, Jenner, Patterson, Fox and Miller for the top 6 spots in tonight's feature event. Sean Fox out of the groove off of corner number 2. He'll lose the position to Don Jenner takes over the second spot. Fox fighting back on the high side.
1 lap down, Shoemaker, your current leader. Jenner right behind, waiting to strike. The second there's a bobble from Shoemaker, Jenner's right there. Carter Patterson has moved up to 3rd place now, or battling for it with Sean Fox. Came from the pole position, or sorry, from 2nd position. Patterson, a multi-time state IMCA champion, came here before and swept the night last year.
A white flag in the air for the 44 of Blair Shoemaker. Driver out of Selah, Washington in the Yakima area has 4. The 5 car lengths now on Don Jenner. He's going to start on the pole tonight for the $3,000 to win 40-lap feature. That is Bill Shoemaker. Don Jenner, 2nd. Carter Patterson, 3rd. Sean Fox, 4th. Kenny Miller and Austin Fox will finish in the 6th position.
By the way, raffles are closing in just a minute. Make sure this is the last call for the raffle tickets. We'll be doing drawings in just a bit.
All right, then we're going to be down trackside with our scramble winners. Blair Shoemaker.
All right, I'm going to start off with your driveline services of Portland modified scramble winner. That is Blair Shoemaker in the 4D4. All right, you got to start on pole and stay in the lead. Battled with Jenner and a couple others. How was it like for those 6 laps?
This is my first time here. This is amazing. I got to thank my family, obviously. Bryce Carter Motorsports helped me do this. It's his cards, his whole operation. We're just lucky enough to drive it. Car's feeling really, really good. Hopefully we can lead this whole thing. I don't know how many laps it is, but we'll just try our best. 40 laps, so let's see if we can do all 40. So I'm pretty excited. This is awesome.
All right, do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Just Carter Motorsports. It's all Bryce, the man right over there. He's put this whole thing on, is the whole thing, and then obviously my son's here, my wife's at home, daughter too, and this whole thing is all family. This is incredible. Thanks for having us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 4D4 of Blair Shoemaker. And next to the winner of your Cornerstone Cafe and Family Fun RV Street Stock Scramble, the 1W of Colin Weinbarger. All right. You said you guys pulled this car from the weeds just, was it earlier this week? Or relatively recently. Handling well, question mark?
Yeah, the goal was to work on it this week, and I ended up out of town for work till Thursday night. So we pulled her out yesterday after work, and it's the weeds is relative, but it's been down the other shop. Pops hasn't been wanting to race this summer, so figured we'd drag it out. It was a good cause and a cool race, and they put up some good money, so come have some fun.
All right, so between this and the modified, is there anything that they share that you think will carry over race to race?
No, not really. Both these ones tonight are kind of ones I don't have a lot of laps in, so sit in them differently. Everything's just pretty different, but that's okay. Our modifieds, it's really good too. We got a long night ahead, but hopefully we can put on a good show.
All right, and do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank all the fans for coming out, River City Speedway for putting this on, all my normal sponsors, Strand Brothers Excavation, Swan Island Sheet Metal, Reed's Automotive, Checkered Flag Asphalt, 1-2 Wraps, DRCP, and then, of course, I want to thank Mike and Pam Graham for letting me wheel their hot rod, and just have a good night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 1W of Colin Weinbarger. All right, we're going to have a brief intermission. Just do some track work. We'll try to make it as quick as possible, and we'll get back to racing. Still passing around the helmet for Make-A-Wish, Oregon. And I think Colin wants to give away his trophy.
All right, so the next races up will be, I believe, B mains for both the mods and the street stocks. So how about Blair Shoemaker? That car is an '09, and he will pace the field here tonight at River City Speedway in a 17-year-old modified. That just goes to show you.
By the way, hopping in with CT right now, Wyatt. Love the Make-A-Wish kids here. Why we do what we do. Just gotta make a couple laps with CT. Gonna be on a real racetrack.
Just let everybody know all the raffles have closed for those items down there. We'll get the raffle winners out in just a few minutes as soon as they bring up all the information on each individual basket and prize up here to the announcer's booth. We'll do those for the rest of the evening, so in between the events that happen on the racetrack, we'll be calling out those numbers.
All right, he's going to pass by in a second. If y'all want to wave at Wyatt in the red truck with CT.
What a great thing. Make-A-Wish, Oregon. Double checkers in the air for Wyatt. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And way to go, Wyatt. Crossing the stripe. Again, thank all those Make-A-Wish Race Night sponsors. Checkered Flag, Asphalt, Don and Sid Shot, thank you very much. Hillsboro Midas, All In Property, Dave, Jackie, thank you. Reliable Transmission, Andrew. Devin Reed at Reed's Automotive, Brad Corpella, Corpella Maritime Solutions, Cedarscapes, the Landis Brothers Racing, Knucklebusters, thanks again. Dave and Jackie, Mountain View Plumbing, yeah, thanks, boys. Thank you to the Farnesses for bringing that up to us. Courage Graphic, Andrew Olson, thank you. Perfection Automotive. Mike and Pam, thank you. Willie's Performance and Conrad Lumber. And we're going to get ready for some B-mains to set the field for tonight's features for the Tri-Blind Service of Portland Modifieds and the Cornerstone Cafe and Family Fun RV Street Stocks. Both of those features 40 laps.
By the way, the winner of the 50-50 raffle was Randy Woolley of Woolley's Performance, and all that money was donated right back to the Make-A-Wish of Oregon.
So thank you, Randy, for not only helping out, you and your wife appreciate it. And, oh, yeah, how does that work? Randy wins, and his wife's running the raffle. How does that work? I know how it works. But thanks. Just a couple more minutes of track prep. We'll be on to our B-mains. And then start our feature events. All right, just a couple of minutes. We'll roll out the Street Stock B main cars, and they will help pack in the top side of this racetrack. So put a little moisture up there to make it super racy. It's been that way all season long. 2 and 3 grooves here. Make your car work low or high or in the midi. Thank you, race fans, for being here tonight. Don't forget, back here in 2 weeks, next weekend here at River City, they're going to have a swap meet, a racers swap meet, parts, memorabilia, all kinds of stuff. That's next Saturday. In 2 weeks, we're back here.